So we do have a lot of halogen bulbs. For a 2024 model vehicle, it does have a lot of halogen lights on the vehicle. So you're here in the front, it's a reflector halogen headlights, turn signals, amber side marker here. And then there is a red tail light that wraps around to the sides. And once again, we have halogen bulbs with just the lenses here. And then there's an amber turn signal indicator back here, and an amber turn signal indicator on the side mirror as well. So you can see with this, there we go, you can kind of see it now. It was kind of obscured before. All right, so the trunk light is basically a single light, not very bright, very poor lighting here in the trunk, but it does have a light. No lights in the back door, but the inside lights are really good. You can see really nice. It's coming from there in the center, but it's bright enough to fill in the whole space. Inside the driver's door does have a few backlit buttons here, but no ambient lights or puddle lights or anything like that. And the front lights are provided, come from there in the center. But once again, the interior lights are nice. So here's the interior lights, and shut the door. Interior lights turn off, and we're left with the backlit buttons here on the steering wheel. There's some lights here. It's kind of like an orange color. Backlit buttons kind of give it a little bit of a retro look, which is pretty cool. I kind of like it. Has a light here. No light for the cup holders or anything. Let me turn in the interior lights on. So this area here is dark. And we also have a compartment here, which is also dark. Glove compartment is also dark. Go ahead and put on the camera system here. The camera system is actually pretty good. Let me turn the brightness on this camera down a little bit. Yeah, we can see around the vehicle good, even in really dark areas. It works really good. And the gauge cluster here. And we can turn the brightness, interior brightness, low down. See if it's for, okay, this is, you can actually turn it off, which is pretty cool. Bring it up. And there's the brightest. So yeah, it's pretty good range of brightness there. It's funny that you can turn off the gauge, the lights in the interior gauges. It's pretty neat. The buttons for the interior lights are backlit, which is kind of surprising. Usually cheap vehicles, like the Toyota Land Cruiser, which is $100,000, doesn't have these lights backlit. But this one does. So we have all the interior lights, individual lights there, and then the visor does not have a light. So here's the headlight pattern on a fence. And the automatic high beams does have them, but they are very poor. So there's the low beams, high beams. It has a little bit of a cutoff there with the reflector halogens. And there is direct replacement bulbs if you want to upgrade to LED. But the vehicle comes with halogen. And I'm going to leave off the automatic high beams because they are really bad on this vehicle. It's flashing cars or if it's like completely pitch black and I can't see anything, it just refuses to turn on high beams. So I just turn them off automatically anyway because it's just not good. What's interesting about this vehicle was regarding the lighting. Even though it does have halogens, they are really good so far, driving in really dark roads. Hadn't really had a problem with the brightness level. You can see the cutoff is low enough to where it's not blinding anybody, even when we're going up that slight hill there, because it is, a cutoff there, and it's slightly lower on the oncoming traffic lane. Okay, so this road is very dark, and we have the low beams, now we have the high beams. And the trees are at a pretty good distance from the road, so give you an idea of the central lighting here. I can see the trees in the distance. I can also see on the sides pretty good. I mean, these aren't like spectacular headlights, but for halogens and everything, and the price of the vehicle, and you know, considering everything in total, these are pretty good headlights, I think. You know, for what they are. The automatic part, the automatic high beams, not good at all. Don't recommend using them. But as far as the regular headlights, I can see fine. They have a good distance. There's lights on the side of the road, and the brightness level is at an adequate amount.